Good morning, Guardians, and welcome to the weekend. My name is the Black Link, and we are back to talk to you about a bit of Destiny 2 news that is surfaced. Just a few little things that caught my attention that I thought, were worth talking about. First things first, Iron Banner is in full swing. I've actually been playing on both console and PC, so my console bros out there, my PS4 friends, there you go. I'm trying to make my playtime equal between the two of them, and for the most part, it hasn't been too bad. I've really been enjoying Iron Banner 6v6, and it's a good thing because we all thought this was going to be the final Iron Banner of Season 2. Turns out that's actually incorrect. We're going to be getting one more before the drop of Destiny 2 Expansion 2 Warmind. Now this information came thanks to Bungie designer Jeremiah Pieschl, who quickly and quietly took to Twitter to post this. Having so much fun in Iron Banner this week. Next week is Mayhem, and the following week is the final Iron Banner of Season 2. The week after that, Warmind, Season 3, private matches, and Crucible ranks. All of that is coming on May 8th with Warmind. But the big surprise there is that we're getting another Iron Banner shoved into Destiny 2 Season 2 before Season 3 comes out, the week before Season 3 comes out. That caught me by surprise. I was sure this was going to be the last one. Maybe we were going to get like a double Mayhem week or something, or a Rumble week or something before Season 3 came out. But no, we're getting another Iron Banner, so chill. If you're somebody like me who hasn't played a lot of Iron Banner in Destiny 2 and you were kind of sweating trying to get all of the armor and all of the ornaments for all your characters, you can take a little bit of a break this time around because you're going to have one more opportunity in just 2 weeks' time. And that's great because I was definitely trying to get my hands on as many Iron Banner items before they went away in Season 3 as I could. Neat, you get a little more time to earn those awesome weapons and armor. Next on our list of quick bits of news comes from Christopher Barrett. He posted something rather cryptic on his Twitter page, stating this: "And if I fail, let the Leviathan in the deep eat me." Which had a lot of people wondering if this is going to be a reference to something we'd be learning about in Warmind. But actually, as I recall, this is from the Books of Sorrow, so I went looking through that and I found it. Verse 1-2, the hateful verse, and it goes like this: "For the consideration of the Helium Court, written in despair, this sealed secret. I am Teox, sterile mother, teacher to the children of the Osmium throne. As a mother, I live long. As a neuter, I can rise above the small battles of court politics. I see the patterns of survival. Alone, I design the great engines that move the Osmium court. Now, alone, I must act to save my kingdom. Senility has claimed my lord, the Osmium king. He is 10 and mad. The study of ancient texts consumes him. Today, he raves about moons above the storm. Tomorrow, he will wander the halls, speaking to his familiar, a dead white worm from the deep sea. He keeps it in glass and tends to it, and he neglects the duties of a king. The Osmium king has 3 surviving heirs, each 2 years old. Gyro, the youngest and bravest, who wants to be a knight. Sathona, most clever, who wants to be a mother. Arash, navigator child, who dreams of the infinite ocean. Tomorrow she will return from the tungsten monolith. None of these are suitable heirs. None of them will protect the Osmium court from the howling fundament. Gyro can fight, but not lead. Sathona can think, but not fight. Arash's curiosity will draw her away from duty. I fear for all future children. Soon the Osmium king will lock himself into the royal Ori to study the moons. Gather your knights, O helium drinkers, and invade our continent. Kill the 3 heirs. I will rule the Osmium court as your regent and build engines for you. And if I fail, let the Leviathan in the deep eat me. Written in grief, this hateful request. Teox, Osmium mother, neutered to watch." And so there you go. This is straight from the Books of Sorrow, which was an anthology that detailed the history of the Hive, showing their struggles and their lives before they essentially bonded themselves to those worms of darkness that gave them all that kind of spooky power. This also teaches kind of the origins of Oryx and his sisters, Well, before he became Oryx the Taken King. Some really interesting stuff, really great lore from back in Destiny 1. And that seems to be what Chris is referring to here. Now, it does mention the Leviathan, which is of course the name of Emperor Callus's ship, but that also referred to a great beast within the deep sea on the world that the Hive lived, and the Fundament that spoke to them and warned them of the dangers of the worms. So there's some very interesting references there, a lot of neat connections, and if Chris is teasing at something, I'm excited because he's directly referencing D1 lore, and D1 had such great stories, such great backstories. I would definitely recommend going and reading some of the Grimoire cards from back in D1 if you want a greater understanding of the Destiny universe, or just go check out My Name is Bife on YouTube. But anyways, I don't really know if that's going to be branching out into anything bigger than just a tweet, but I'd like it if it were to refer to something coming in Warmind. But alright, moving on from that, the last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is of course the Destiny 2 Summit. As I recall, it concluded yesterday and the content creators are on their way back home. Now the reason I wanted to bring this up is because that summit is over. A lot of people are already talking about it. They're not giving specifics, of course, because there is an embargo on information that they saw and learned about while they were there at Bungie. But a lot of people are reporting that it was basically a giant Q&A session with the devs for like the first day, where they just sat down, the devs talked about their reason for making certain design changes in Destiny 2, shall we say, and then took questions, and they had a really great back and forth with the content creators in the community. The number one bit of feedback I'm hearing from this is that they really listened. This was all about learning how Destiny 2 was made, why certain decisions were made, understanding that certain decisions were mistakes, and showing and talking about where they can go forward, and getting some of the feedback from the content creators that were sent up there. And I love that. I love that it was just a giant Q&A for a large portion of at least the first day people were there. But the reason I wanted to bring it up is, of course, next week we are getting the first trailer for Destiny 2 Warmind. It's going to be dropping on Tuesday, April 24th. We're just a few days away and I'm super excited, but it's very likely that we won't be hearing anything from most of these content creators until the embargo is up, and while I have really nothing to confirm this, I'd be willing to bet that the embargo is probably going to be, I don't know, maybe about 1:05 p.m. on like Tuesday the 24th, sometime after the trailer goes out. So if you're itching for some Destiny 2 Warmind information, next week is going to be a big week. We're probably going to start getting a flood of info, not just from Bungie, but also from the content creators who will then be able to post some of the video footage that they were able to take while they were out there at Bungie. So next week, be ready, be prepared. It's probably going to be a pretty big and interesting week when it comes to Destiny 2 news. We're probably going to learn an absolute butt ton about the next DLC. And in my opinion, almost as equally important as that is we're probably going to learn specifically about some of the things the Bungie devs had to say to the content creators, some of the explanations they gave, and some of the feedback for the path forward that they're going to be taking. And I'm very interested in hearing how all of that went down. But alright, Guardians, that is going to be it for this one. I'm super excited we get another week of Iron Banner. Hopefully this next one on PC won't be quite as sweaty as the one currently going on, because again, if you're playing on PC, solo queue life is, whew, it is painful. Full fire teams everywhere you go. But anyways, I'm out for now. If you Guardians enjoyed, feel free to drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 news that's coming out. It's going to be really important next week. And of course, what are your thoughts on all this stuff? Are you psyched for one more Iron Banner hurrah before Season 3? And what feedback do you hope content creators gave Bungie during this summit? Be sure to let me know all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. But alright, I'm out for now. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.